One love, God bless. Fire Nelson here, and I want to give y'all some tips on how to open up that third eye. So the third eye is also known as the spiritual eye, the pathway to your soul, to the truth of the universe and the I-niverse, the universe within. The third eye helps you become a creator in this world instead of just mercy of the creation. You see, there's, of course, the divine source, the Most High. That is the divine source. But the Most High made us exactly in the Most High's image, the divine image. So we also have the similar abilities to create our universe the way that it was supposed to be manifested for us. And we're not supposed to be having these hectic suffering feelings and these depressing types of lifestyles. This is stuff that has been created from not living in alignment with our true path that we're supposed to be walking as these divine creatures on this planet. So when we walk in this divine path, we find a more peace, a more unity, a more synchronism into our life that brings a very, very beautiful heaven on earth type of environment everywhere you go. So opening your third eye will help you tap into these type of feelings and liberty. Opening your third eye is going to help you be able to realize what a gut intuition really means, what having visions really means, what having this deja vu really feels like. It's not something that we just talk about or something that you have to be some super spiritual, voodoo witch or whatever to feel. These are innate gifts that are given to us, but we have been so dumbed down and suppressed throughout generations and generations, and products and poisonings and all these different things in our environments have dumbed us down and suppressed our third eye to the point that we don't even know how to use it anymore in just a basic way, in just a basic functioning. So yes, you have the extreme measures where people can see the future, as they say. I don't know if it's true or not, but they can see the future and, tell prophecies, and people can read your palms and all these different things, tarot cards, all these things. Some people call it witchcraft. Some people call it, just sorcery, whatever you want to call it. I don't really dabble in it, but whatever you want to call it, I don't try to judge. It's not my place to judge. But there are innate gifts that I know are from the divine source that we are here to tap into, that aren't aligned with this witchcraft or this sorcery. And that is your gut intuition, your gut instincts. You being able to analyze people from just a few words, you being able to tap into the divine source and be able to speak with the divine source and get wisdom from your ancestors and from their ancestors and from your DNA, to be able to heal your body faster and faster and boost your immune system. These are things that you'll be able to do once you're tapped into your third eye and you're tapped into your body and your real soul, your spirit. This is being tapped into the Most High as well. It is I and I. We are one. When you and the divine source are one, you can truly feel that third eye open. So let's talk about how to open your third eye. So to open your third eye, first of all, you have to be receptive. So you're going to have to be okay with maybe changing your schedule up, maybe changing up the ways that you're doing certain things, maybe change up the ways of what you're listening to music and what you're consuming. You have to be okay and receptive to more positive vibrations so that you can be able to let this stuff in. Listen to some more healing frequencies of music and stop listening to just, rap and, pop and whatever. Listen to more some jazz and some actual healing frequencies. All you have to type in is healing frequencies in YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, and these frequencies will come up and you can listen to them. This will start massaging that third eye and getting it ready, saying it's, hey, I want you open, So once you start doing that to a point that you kind of feel the actual calming effects that those are supposed to help generate, once you do that for about a week, on and off, you're just listening to healing frequencies, relaxing yourself, relaxing your mind, maybe thinking about things while these healing frequencies are going on, because you're not rapping with the music or singing with the music. So it's going to get you thinking. It's going to get you in your head. So once you do that, you want to mix these new techniques that you're learning of relaxing and thinking and put it into a meditative state. So I want you to learn how to meditate. And when you meditate, you want to cross your legs as best as you can. You could do crisscross applesauce. You could do a half lotus where it's kind of stacked like this. You got a leg up here, then a leg down there. Or you could do a full lotus when you get really good and both legs are like this. And then you want to make sure your hands aren't down, but they're up at least. Maybe even like this. See? And then, or like this. And then real Rastafari way is like this to connect not only the highest high, but the low in the spirit, So there's many type of ways to meditate, but you don't want to have your hands down. You want to try to have them up. You want to try to have a crossed leg section and be sitting down, maybe with a pillow under your butt so that you're lifted up and your legs are lower than where your hips are. You doing this is going to be able to get your body into a flow of generating energy and generating this spiritual presence into a harmony with your body. Instead of, if your legs are straight, it's kind of not as a constant flow. But when you're in this cross lotus pose or crisscross, wherever you want to sit, and your hands are also like this, or like this, it creates almost a flame. You become a whole flame. You become a generator of energy. And you're going to start to feel that, especially when you mix that with the music. It's going to really help you generate energy. And this energy is going to get you thinking. It's going to get you in your head. It's going to get you thinking about past things. It's going to get you thinking about questions of where you want your life to go, questions of how the world is supposed to be or why you're here now. Questions of why people treated you different ways. And what you need to do is you need to accept these thoughts, let them come in for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most, and then let them go while you're in your meditation. Because you want to focus on focusing on nothing. Until you don't have to focus on nothing, you're just in a space. And that space is your spirit. That space is your divinity, your openness, your true self. When you feel that nothingness, but you know there's something as well. It only can really be described when you're in deep meditation, but you feel surrounded by darkness. And it's the most peaceful darkness with splashes of light and color that you've ever felt. And it's just peace in that. It's like you're in your mother's womb from a baby, and it's just a peaceful darkness everywhere. It's not just you closing your eyes and there's darkness. No, there's darkness everywhere. The room fades away. Everything is dissolved. You forget what the room is even fully looking like because you're just so focused on focusing on nothing. that what you see is where you're at until you slowly open your eyes and you're like, wow, I'm here. So these are the spaces that I want you to try to get to in your meditations. Try 10 minutes at first, then move on to 15 minutes and try to just stay at 15 minutes for a while. If you can do 15 minutes of meditation every day, twice a day, you're doing amazing. Your third eye is definitely going to be opened sooner than later. So doing these deep meditations are going to help facilitate opening that third eye. It's going to connect you back with the source so that you're able to hear the divine more and follow that gut instinct. And that divine source that's helping you and that gut instinct that's guiding you, which is really the divine source, this is going to help you start to exercise the third eye, and so that you're able to find stuff that just falls in your path perfectly when you need it. You have something, you get something, you don't need it at that time, and then 3 months later, all of a sudden you need that exact thing, and you already have it. You look at the clock and it's saying 444, 333, 1111. Your friends texting you right when you're just thinking about them. You're gonna get these divine synchronicities. When you get in these divine synchronicities, appreciate them. Don't just think of them as hoopla or whatever. Appreciate them. This is gonna help you exercise that third eye as well, and know that that third eye is having that trust with your soul, and you are truly connected with the divine source. So thank the divine source when you see these synchronicities, because it's telling you, hey, your life is falling in line. Your life is in place. You are connected with the source. And guess what? You are a co-creator. You are just a victim at mercy. You're not just someone that's completely asleep in the mist, following all of Babylon's rules and Babylon ways. See, once we have started to awake ourselves, it's a snowball effect. And you have to not resist this snowball effect, but be receptive. If somebody tells you something now, you're listening. You can tell the difference between foolishness, and you can tell the difference between, okay, maybe the divine put this person in my path just to tell me this one little thing real quick so that I could think on that. Nothing is as random as you think it is anymore. This is you opening your third eye. This is you walking with trust in yourself, and that there is a divine path for all of us. So you start to realize that there is nothing that comes across your path or your life existence that is by coincidence. And 9 times out of 10, there's a message to be held in all interaction, all situations. So try to be more receptive to those. So another way to open your third eye is to start healing your body as much as possible. And that has to start with you stopping putting these chemicals that are blocking your pineal gland from doing what it needs to do. So this fluoride in the toothpaste, this aluminum in the deodorants, the spray with the hairspray and all these other aerosol sprays. You even need to watch what you're washing your hands with, the soaps you're using. I'm guilty of this too. I still use some soaps that I probably shouldn't use. But start knocking stuff out. I don't, there's Tom's deodorant. There's fluoride-free toothpaste all over the place. These chemicals are known to block your pineal gland. They cause it to solidify instead of being able to flow into a state that it's supposed to be in. So it's not some joke thing. It's a real situation that's happening with us. The chemicals they put in our water, this is all blocking us. So we have to do what we can every single day to help heal our body. And that means drinking your teas. And I don't mean just a tea bag from the store and that's it. No, get the tea bags from the store and then also get you a tea pot with a strainer. Put your own fresh herbs in there. Put in your lemongrass, put in your bay leaves, put in your mint, put in your rosemary, put in your ginger, your turmeric. Put in whatever you can, but don't ever make a cup of tea that's just bare tea, you know? Always put some type of herbs in there. Mix a few in there, at least 3 in there. And really utilize these herbs. Look up what their benefits, because every single herb has many benefits, you know? Many benefits, and they're really easy when you get a strainer. These are the things that you're gonna have to do to open up your third eye. You're gonna have to be more of a healing individual in general. It's not just one thing or 2 things or 3 things. It's being a completely healed person, meditating, being more receptive and open, and keeping your mind aware to what God's trying to put in your path, why this person is here. You got to listen to the divine, be able to listen to it. And then you want to be consuming healing products, because this is what they are. They're products. They're not just food anymore. They're not just, I don't even know what else to call them. They're all products. It's not just food. It's not just water anymore. It's not just some clothes. These clothes aren't even made with real things anymore. They're made with polyester. And then it gets left on the beaches of Ghana and all over the world, just destroying the ecosystem, because you can't actually put these things back into the ground when there's hemp from cannabis plants that we could be using 10 times over again for many different reasons. So this is the oppression that we're fighting. We are wearing clothing that isn't even healing for our bodies. When it gets hot, these clothings are leaking these products into our bodies, these pollutants into our bodies. So they want our pineal gland, they want our third eye to be shut. And there's a reason for that, because when people are up and awake and they're thinking, other people are making money. And some of the richest people in this world that are making the most money won't be making money if all of us are self-sufficient, thinking for ourselves, unified, and only embracing our own communities. Then these top elites won't be making money. We won't need these big pharma industries and these huge Kroger brands and Kellogg brands, because we'll be embracing people at the farmers market, and that's where everybody's going to get their foods. At local farmers markets spread out through the communities, and that's where everybody gets their foods. So you have to start eating healing foods if you really want to help push that third eye open. Meditation is number 1 for sure, but eating healing foods is going to help immensely. And then I'm gonna give you one more tip before I gotta go, and that is reading spiritual books. So the more you read spiritual books, the more it will help you, even more than what the spiritual book might be saying that it's for. Reading spiritual books is going to give you insights into your own thinking and the ways of thinking. It's going to help you get moments of clarity that you yourself aren't going to be able to get, or you may not be able to have the focus right now to get just from a podcast. See, when you're able to read it in a book, have a highlighter to highlight something that really stuck out to you, it sticks with your mind and solidifies itself a little bit more than what a podcast or a YouTube video would. So you want to read books. Find a book that you're interested in. Find a spiritual leader, spiritual teacher that you're interested in, and read books from them. It could be someone current, or it could be someone from the past. It could be someone all the way down to Buddha, all the way up to people now, I don't want to name any names because by my own choice. But there's tons of spiritual leaders out there now that will give you inspiration. Don't look too much in the past and what they did and this and that. Just try to focus on the words of inspiration. Don't let anything discourage you from your journey. So go find a spiritual book out there from any of these, very, very influential people, and continue to grow your mindset, to grow your information and your knowledge and your wisdom, because we don't have it all figured out. But there's tons of people who have been here for 50, 100 years who have put down tons of information for us to digest and to use more efficiently, so this world and this universe can be much easier for us. So I highly advise you to start reading. Read every day, 5-10 minutes a day, 1 chapter a day. If you can do that, then you will be sailing, trust me, because you're going to fall in love, especially if it's a spiritual book. You're going to start falling in love with reading, and it's just going to be a snowball effect of you wanting to get more and more information, because you feel how good it makes you feel to actually learn something that's going to be useful in your life. So we don't have it all figured out, and you have to humble yourself if you want your third eye open. You have to get back down into the state of learning. As a child, you want to learn as much as you can about all different types of things that interest you, and especially about yourself. You want to learn about your past. So keep learning, keep striving, open that third eye, do what you need to do. One love, God bless. If you haven't, please subscribe, share, like, comment, and I hope you have a blessed day and good luck on your journey. Ja.